welcome to Pelicans Flag Report, where I give you everything New Orleans Pelicans from a fan's perspective. I'm your host, D. Broussard. Before I get started, man, make sure, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, man. Shout out to everybody that's already subscribed, man. I really appreciate y'all out there, man. Shout out to everybody that's commenting. Really appreciate y'all as well. Yeah, man. Um, Basically today, before we get into this game that we have tonight against the Sacramento Kings at the Smoothie King Center, it was a few things that came up in the last couple of days that I kind of want to touch on. One of them is DeJounte Murray. DeJounte Murray returned to practice this week. As we all know, DeJounte Murray still recovering from the torn Achilles from last season. And DeJounte Murray has pretty much missed most of the season thus far. It was said that he may return sometime this month, and he returned to practice. So that was definitely a good sign for us. As we know, DeJounte came over in a trade last year from the Atlanta Hawks. And he played well, during the time that he was on the court, and he ended up tearing his Achilles, and he was out for the rest of the season, and that really hurt us because we already were dealing with a lot of other injuries as well, so that kind of hurt the season. But DeJounte made his return to practice this week, and I guess we'll see, um, you know, what happens, whether he returns soon or you know, we'll see. But yeah, man. So I kind of want to touch on DeJounte because based off of the last game against the Minnesota Timberwolves, where I felt like the Pels played really, really well. Um, I feel like DeJounte Murray at this point with this current roster and this current team, I feel like he's very, very important to what the Pels are trying to build. And when you look at this roster, of course, we traded away Jose Alvarado to the Knicks. A lot of people were sad, heartbroken about that. But at the end of the day, Jose was going to be a free agent, and I don't think Jose was going to return to the Pelicans after this offseason anyway. So I felt like, we lost Jose, but I think he would have been on a different roster um, next season, either way it go. And, DeJounte Murray coming back with this team, I feel like it gives us a better chance this season. I really do, man. With the way the Pelicans performed in this last game against the Minnesota Timberwolves, and you add DeJounte Murray to what we already have, I think that makes us pretty dangerous, man. Now, obviously, it's going into the All-Star break. We're currently last in the West. Um, you know, we have a losing record, of course. So, I mean, at this point of the season, it's kind of like, uh, I don't know. But I feel like it's definitely something to build off of. And based off of what I've been reading, reports and things of that nature, the Pels don't plan on giving up on this season. The team is still confident in the season and still feel like, you know, they have a lot left in the tank and a lot left to prove. And so, we'll see, man. But with the record, man, it's kind of hard to agree with that. But I mean, anything can happen, man. I mean, I always go back to I think it was Willie Green's first or second season, where the Pels had a terrible start and they ended up making the play in, you know. So, anything is possible. I'm always gonna be uh confident in what we can do. But we definitely got to get started fast. we, we definitely had to get started fast, man, if we're gonna do it. So, um, yeah, man. But I like what I see so far, man, from the Pels, man. Especially coming off this last game, man. I felt like this last game was kind of like a statement win for us, kind of showing that we're kind of trending in the right direction. And as far as, what we trying to build, I definitely got to say that. Um, now, another thing I want to talk about is the current state of the team. As I said, we traded away Jose Alvarado. Jordan Poole hasn't been playing. We acquired Jordan Poole uh, during the offseason in the trade, and he hasn't been playing. He's set to be paid like 30 plus million this year, and he hasn't been playing. We also acquired Kevon Looney, who hasn't been playing as well. And, we signed him as an offseason acquisition, and, hopes were really high on Kevon Looney. But, with the firing of Willie Green and James Borrego taking over, Kevon kind of found his way at the bottom of the rotation. And so, um, those two guys, um, I guess it really hasn't worked out. But I feel like with the current state of this team, we definitely had to continue working and building on trying to find an identity as a team. Um, the good thing is guys are getting healthier. Like I said earlier, DeJounte Murray coming back. Zion has been playing out of his mind. He's been available. He's been, um, you know, playing back to backs, doing a lot of things that we haven't really seen Zion doing over the last couple of years. So he's had a great season thus far. Trey Murphy has been playing well. Sadiq Bey has been playing well. We still have Herb Jones, who, is a exceptional defender. Um, and, Herb can do a lot of different things on the basketball court. So I think at this current time, I feel like the Pels are heading in a different direction, in a better direction, but I kind of feel like it's just the timing is just a little bit off. Like it's kind of like too late, because we are already going into the All-Star break, kind of mid-season. So it's just gonna be difficult for us to turn this season around in this period of time. But some people are saying, maybe we should tank, whatever. But I don't really feel like we should tank, man. I feel like we should definitely keep playing to win. Keep allowing this team to build some type of chemistry, um, establishing an identity, because we definitely need to do that going into next season. If this season doesn't turn around, as far as us making the play in or anything like that, I definitely feel like we still need to keep playing to win. Um, because the more we play to win and the more we establish an identity and build chemistry, that's gonna make us a better team. And that's just my opinion. Um, Now, obviously, we traded away our first round pick in this year's draft to acquire Derek Queen. The Derek Queen experiment has worked out pretty good. Um, but it's still some things that I feel Derek Queen has to work on to get better, and become a better player. Now, Derek has been playing pretty well as of late. He's been getting a little bit better shooting the three ball. And that's what I always said about Derek Queen is if, Derek Queen can develop a consistent three ball, it's definitely going to make him a huge threat because he already has um, a lot of offensive tools and, good footwork and things of that nature that can really help him get better. But he's definitely going to have to get stronger. He's definitely going to have to become a better defender and rebounder. But so far, Derek Queen has played really, really well. So we did get back two second round picks from that Jose trade. So I think that's going to help us um, a little bit, because, this draft class, as I said before, is a very loaded draft class. So we definitely need some picks um, in this draft class. So hopefully, in the second round, we can find some guys that can come in and help this team going forward. um, because there's gonna be a lot of talent in this draft. So hopefully we draft well and do what we need to do to continue building with what we already have. Um, that's just what I see. It's a lot of other things that's going on as well, but those are the main things that I kind of feel like I want to kind of highlight. Um, Tonight we play the Sacramento Kings at the Smoothie King Center. Now the Sacramento Kings will be um, without a couple guys tonight due to injury. So I feel like this is definitely a good chance, a good opportunity for us um, to get another win, and hopefully we do so. Um, Sacramento Kings has kind of been going through the same issues as we have, in my opinion. Finding our identity, rotations, um, bringing in guys that um, had a right fit. Um, the record isn't really there with the Sacramento Kings. So, they've been kind of going through the same issues that we've been going through, but I definitely feel like we're trending in the right direction, especially coming off that big win against Minnesota. I feel like that definitely is going to help us going forward this season, and I feel like it's a confidence builder. So hopefully tonight against the Sacramento Kings, we can get a dub at the Smoothie King Center, and I'm looking forward to watching the game tonight. I'll be watching the game on League Pass, so I definitely will be back with another Pelicans Flock report right after the game. So make sure you guys tune in. Other than that, man, that's pretty much it for me. Make sure, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Shout out to everybody that's already subscribed. I appreciate y'all, man. And yeah, man, I'm gonna continue doing this as long as y'all continue to like and subscribe to the channel. So that's it for me, man. I'll be back later tonight after the game to give you guys my analysis on everything that happened against the Sacramento Kings tonight. So yeah, man. Appreciate y'all for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Pelicans Flock Report, where I give you everything New Orleans Pelicans from a fan's perspective. I'm your host, D. Broussard. I'm out.